Have you ever wondered why your winter feels colder than usual? Could it be the polar vortex? You've heard the term tossed around in weather forecasts, but what is it exactly? It's not the latest blockbuster movie or a thrilling roller coaster ride, it's something far more captivating and directly affects our lives. This intriguing phenomenon, the polar vortex, is a large area of low pressure and cold air that surrounds both of Earth's poles. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, right? But it's real, and it's happening right above us. The polar vortex isn't just a cold wind from the north, it's a complex system that plays a crucial role in our weather patterns. When it's disrupted, it can send shockwaves of extreme weather to locations thousands of miles away. Curious? Intrigued? Stay tuned as we dive into the fascinating world of the polar vortex. Let's unravel the mystery together and understand why scientists are concerned about the polar vortex in 2024. Understanding the polar vortex doesn't require a PhD in meteorology. Let's break it down. Think of the polar vortex as a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both of Earth's poles. It always exists near the poles, but it weakens in summer and strengthens in winter. The term vortex refers to the counterclockwise flow of air that keeps the colder air close to the poles. Many times during winter in the northern hemisphere, the polar vortex will expand, sending cold air southward with the jet stream. This can occur due to the destabilization of the polar vortex caused by the warming of the stratosphere. This phenomenon is what's responsible for those biting cold winters that you might have experienced. So where is this polar vortex? It's located in the upper levels of the atmosphere, specifically in the stratosphere. However, do not mistake it for the jet stream, another type of air current which operates in the lower part of the atmosphere, the troposphere, and also has significant effects on the weather. The polar vortex is not a single storm. On contrary, it's a season-long weather pattern. Now imagine the polar vortex as a spinning top. As long as it's spinning fast and true, it maintains its position at the pole. However, when it slows and wobbles, it can throw blobs of cold air southward, much like a child's top tossing off bits of clay as it wobbles on its axis. The influence of the polar vortex on our weather is substantial. Its swirling cold air can interact with the jet stream, causing it to undulate and create those infamous cold snaps and snowstorms. Additionally, the polar vortex can have a significant impact on the severity of the winter season in general. Now that we have a basic understanding of the polar vortex, let's look into why scientists are raising alarms about it in 2024. The year 2024 is not just about the Olympics. Scientists are also keeping a close eye on the polar vortex. A polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding the Earth's poles. It always exists, but during winters it can expand, sending cold air southward with the jet stream. This can cause a significant drop in temperatures. However, the polar vortex of 2024 is expected to behave differently, and scientists are on high alert. For starters, scientists predict that the polar vortex of 2024 could be one of the most intense in recent history. They believe that the vortex could expand and split more than usual, potentially causing severe weather conditions in regions that typically don't experience harsh winters. This could mean more snowstorms, freezing temperatures, and icy conditions for many parts of the world. But the concerns don't stop there. The polar vortex also has implications for our climate. As the vortex expands, it can disrupt the jet stream, the high-speed air current that circulates weather patterns around the globe. This disruption could lead to more extreme weather events, including heavy rainfall, droughts, and heat waves. Moreover, the polar vortex is closely linked to the Arctic sea ice. As the polar vortex weakens and splits, it can lead to warmer Arctic temperatures, which in turn can cause the sea ice to melt at a faster rate. This rapid melting of Arctic ice can contribute to sea level rise, threatening coastal communities around the world. Lastly, the 2024 polar vortex phenomenon could also influence the ozone layer. The polar vortex creates a cold environment, providing the perfect conditions for certain chemical reactions that can deplete the ozone layer. This depletion of the ozone layer can lead to increased levels of harmful ultraviolet radiation reaching the Earth's surface, potentially causing health issues for humans and damaging ecosystems. The 2024 polar vortex phenomenon certainly gives us a lot to think about. But what can we do about it? We've learned about the polar vortex and why it's causing a stir in 2024, but the question remains, what can we do about it? As individuals, there are steps we can take to prepare for the polar vortex. First, ensure that your home is adequately insulated. This will not only keep you warmer, but it'll also reduce your energy consumption. Secondly, create an emergency kit stocked with essentials like food, water, and blankets. You never know when a power outage might leave you huddled in the dark. Third, pay attention to weather forecasts. Being aware of impending cold snaps can give you the time you need to prepare. On a community level, we can work together to support those most vulnerable to the cold, establish warming centers in public buildings like schools and libraries, and make sure that the elderly and homeless have access to these facilities. We can also pool resources to ensure that everyone has access to necessary supplies. In times of crisis, a close-knit community can be a lifeline, but perhaps the most significant impacts can be made on a global scale. The polar vortex is, after all, a symptom of a larger issue: climate change. By reducing our carbon emissions, we can help to mitigate the extreme weather events that are becoming increasingly common. This means transitioning to renewable energy sources, investing in green technology, and rethinking the way we live and work. These changes won't happen overnight, but every step we take brings us closer to a more sustainable future. And let's not forget about the role of research. Scientists are already working tirelessly to understand the polar vortex and predict its behavior. Their work can help us prepare for and respond to these events more effectively. The polar vortex may be a force to be reckoned with, but it's not an insurmountable one. By taking action at all levels, from the individual to the global, we can lessen its impact and protect our planet. While the polar vortex is a formidable force, we are not helpless in its face. Together we can weather any storm it brings. In our journey to understand the polar vortex, we've discovered that it's more than just a weather phenomenon. It's a testament to the ever-changing, complex nature of our Earth's climate system. It's a force that, despite its icy grip, has the power to unite us in our quest for knowledge and our efforts to protect this planet we call home. Throughout this video, we've delved into the intricacies of the polar vortex, unraveled the reasons behind its intensification in 2024, and explored possible ways to cope with its effects. This journey has shown us that the study of such global climate phenomena is not only crucial for our survival, but also for our growth as a species. As we continue to navigate the cosmos, let's remember that some of the most profound mysteries and challenges lie not in the distant stars, but right here on Earth. Until next time, keep looking up and stay